everybody. Welcome back. Wednesday night edition of Inside the Headset. Going to roll back over to Memphis. Going to talk to my good friend of the head coach of the Memphis Whitehaven Tigers, head coach Rodney Saulsberry. How you doing tonight, Coach?
I'm doing fine, Stoke. How you doing?
Pretty good, pretty good. Well, you're 5-4 overall, and need this one Friday night. And you had Cordova, and that didn't come out the way you wanted it. But you're really going to have this one Friday night.
Yeah, well, it was Collierville on last week.
Collierville,
not
sorry.
Cordova.
I'm sorry, Collierville.
Definitely.
I don't know how I got Cordova on my mind, but Collierville.
No problem at all. But yeah, that's one of the great things about football is that it teaches you lessons. And same thing is just having a young group. We just got to keep molding and shaping them. And again, we had several opportunities on last Friday to come out on top. And again, hat goes off to Coach Riccone and Collierville. They did a better job of making plays when opportunities came. But I'm so proud of the guys with the effort that they've showed. But one thing you can always ask for and you hope for is to be able to control your own destiny. And God has saw fit that we still control our own destiny as far as going to the playoffs, and I wouldn't have it any better way. So we just got a big game coming up this week, so our playoffs just started a week early. It's a winner go home, so we just get a 6-game playoff instead of a 5-game playoff if we want to be state champions. So we have a playoff mindset this week, preparing for Chris Smith and Bartlett, a very good team on that side.
And, I was just talking to Coach McDaniel and talking to Burt Brown from Albertville and everything, and Coach Saulsberry talked a lot about football IQ. Is that something, from game one, do you feel like that's probably the biggest area where your team has grown and just learning a whole lot more about the game and the philosophy of what you want those guys to do on Friday night, and whether it's putting a team away or not turning the ball over or ball protection, or you take it?
Oh, definitely. Again, we have a word of the week every week, and our word of the week this week is development. And that's one thing that we've seen is that you always, when you got a young group, no matter what group you have to be seeking to develop them as football players with their football IQs, their mental capacity, how to fight through adversity, how to overcome obstacles, and not to beat yourself. And I saw a quote from Chuck Noll today, is the first thing or the first step in winning the game is learning how not to lose it. So that was a great quote that I saw today, and learning how not to beat yourself with penalties, with turnovers, and things of that nature. So gaining the football IQ is extremely important, and things are going to come up in the games. We have to continually teach these young men the game of football is a microcosm of the game of life.
Well, and it's hard to tell a young man just keep doing the right thing and good things will happen later on in the game when you don't feel like, you run a play and you get 5 yards, or something big doesn't happen. You got to remember that, as Coach McDaniel said a while ago, it's a game of war. It's bodies on bodies, and the more you beat on them, it's going to show, but you got to give it time. And he was talking about the microwave life, and they want it in the first quarter, don't they, Coach?
Oh, definitely. And they have to understand that if you sharpen your axe, you have to just keep chopping wood. The tree isn't going to fall with that first hit. You just got to keep on chopping, and eventually that tree will fall. But you got to keep sharpening that axe as well. So a lot of times the kids think that the axe is going to be sharp all the time. Sometimes you got to take the time to stop and sharpen that axe and then keep chopping that wood. And it takes some perseverance. And that's one of the things that nowadays, and I agree with Coach in just saying that the kids learn how to fight through adversity, learning how to persevere through ups and downs, and the trials and tribulations that come in life. That's something that you have to teach and learn. And so we have to keep our kids in put them in adverse situations. They learn how to overcome those obstacles. And as parents and coaches, that is our job, not to shelter them away from trouble, but to learn how to fight and overcome the struggles that are naturally going to come in life.
When you look at Bartlett, before we get off here and everything, and this will be our last show and so on and so forth, but when you look at Bartlett and you're going into this game on Friday night, when you first flipped on the video and you started looking at them and deciding how you're going to try to attack these guys, what do you really like about that Bartlett football team, Coach?
Oh, well, the thing that's exciting about them is they play football the way we want it to be played. Hard and physical. They trying to run that ball and pound it down your throat some old throwback football. Again, they do multiple things on offense where they might try to spread you out and all those different things, but in the essence, they're trying to run the football and hit you right in the mouth, and that puts football back in its old ancient ways of blocking and tackling.
Well, and I guess it doesn't matter. I mean, the biggest game of your life is in 2 days. It's the biggest game of the 2023 season. We wish you the best of luck, Coach. I can't thank you enough for being on Inside the Headset and putting up with me, and I appreciate you and everything ever since we met at that state championship a couple of seasons back. And shoot, that's been what 2017, 2016. When was that? We met?
Yeah, it was 2000. I think it was 2016 or 17. That's when we talked that time. So I'm surely appreciative of you. Still keep doing what you're doing. Again, just highlighting high school football, and then Coach have an opportunity to get on the wire with you and share some thoughts and shed some light, and hopefully we can change some lives by just sharing some good words with the people.
Coach, I can't thank you enough. Good luck Friday night, and hopefully I'll see you real soon, and maybe we'll just I'll see you at the midfield mark in Chattanooga soon.
Hey, sounds like a plan.
See you then, Coach. Take care.
Take care.
All right, bye.